Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. We've come along to Leven during a really low tide because of the full moon, and all we are really looking for today is a little bit of peace and quiet and maybe 1 or 2 pieces of sea glass. Now let's go and see what we can find. So I've come along to right the river Leven, and this is where I'm going to look, and you can probably guess why I've come here to look, because this is the spot on the beach that has all of the stones, all of the gravel, and sometimes that can mean really good finds. Now if you follow our social media and maybe have seen some of our shorts, you'll have seen that we've been out walking on Leven beach the last couple of days, and every single time I found half clay marble and then I found a full clay marble. Now I'm not saying I want to definitely find a clay marble here, but you know, I would not say no in case I did find a clay marble. Now let's see, what do we actually have here? There is a really bright piece of green sea glass there. I'm going to just have a quick look at. I suspect this might be just a little bit too new, although it is actually quite thick compared to the newer sea glass that you find from beer bottles. Now there's also a piece of clear glass over there. That looks a little bit like it might be a bottleneck. It is indeed, and I can tell from the bottleneck that this was a milk bottle. So if we put it there, you might be able to see it. Now the reason I know it's a milk bottle, that we found these bottles at the bottle dump before and they were milk bottles, and this is a really wide neck area there. So there we go. A little bit of trivia there for you. Now let's see, there's a bit of what looks like it might be a jam jar, or might have been a jam jar. Yep, that certainly looks like it might be a jam jar. It's quite thick. Actually, this is probably a handle. It looks a little bit like it might have been a handle. Okay, what else is here? I've noticed that the water is really far out today, and that is usually in correlation with the moon. Now we are going to have an almost full moon in, I think, in a couple of days, so that's why the water's been going where it's been, and we can see areas that are not usually exposed. Now I can see 4 things right in this area here. Now there's a piece of pottery there, there's another piece of pottery there, a really amazing shell, I think I'm going to take that shell, and a chunky piece of seafoam sea glass, which looks like it may have been a window pane. Now I'm going to have a look at this first. Now this pottery piece here has a tiny the top there, that's a little bit of purple. Oh, that's really nice, look. It's a really nice pattern. It's purple. Purple is a very rare colour for pottery, so I'm definitely going to take this one. I'm just going to have a look at this. This looks like a relatively boring piece of plain pottery. Then we've got this really chunky shell here. Look, I think I'm going to put my pottery piece in there. That's nice. And then we're going to have a look at this piece here. This. Yeah, that definitely looks like it might have been a window pane. Look, it's straight on, really thick glass. I am not taking this. This is a little bit too big for a pendant, but I'm going to take these 2 pieces and have a little bit more of a nosy around here. Let's see. Okay, let's have a wee look around here, see if we can find something else. I think this was the area where I found that really amazing marble a couple of weeks ago. So I think I'm drawn to this area now. But maybe I'm actually gonna have a look a little bit over there, see if I can find something over there. Okay, what's that? There's something turquoisey. Yeah, I think that might just be a bit of plastic. So, yep, that is a bit of plastic. Let's take that off the beach and mosey on. Have a look. What else we can find? Okay. There's not much here right at the minute. Might be time to have a wee look and see what Craig's been up to.
It's a really beautiful, quiet day here today. Now, Nicole spent a wee bit of time looking over here, but as usual I'm kind of tempted up to this top end of the beach, and I thought what I'd do is just have a wee look through these scree piles here, because they seem to have really kind of gathered up. I can see something just in the distance there. It looks like a bottom. So I'll go and grab that. Now that, look at that, you could mistake that for a marble, eh? Almost, but not quite. It's a wee stone. Now there's that bottom. You see it? Maybe a Shipham's paste jar or something like that. I think it's about that size. Quite cool. But I don't think we're going to take that, despite the fact that, you know, once held up to the sun it's like a big eclipsey type thing. Being silly again. Anyway, I don't think we will take that. We'll leave that one just now. I'm looking for something quite special today. Let's see, will I find it? Oh, hang on. Can you see it? You're gonna have to step back from this one. This one is an extraordinary find. Really, really beautiful. And it's sat right out in the open as well. I think I may have to shout Nicole across to come and see this one, because it is such a good find. Let me see if I can attract Nicole's attention away from what she's doing just now. Okay, so I found something quite cool in here. Okay. And what I can tell you is one of your favourite finds. I've just had to change angle because I was basically filming directly into the sun, and Nicole was just like a black silhouette somewhere around here. Anyway, can you see it? Have I lost it? Oh no! You see it?
Is it blue?
It is blue.
Is it blue?
It's blue.
Is it round?
It's blue and it's round, and it's where I left it.
Oh, that's
Look
a
at that.
stunner.
Really nice view on that one.
Oh, that is amazing. That's like a turquoisey little blue planet. Turquoisey blue planet.
Oh, do you know what?
Oh.
Just check beside, there's a wee bit of pottery right beside your finger, just where you moved that marble. No, just on the top.
Yeah?
Other side,
Oh,
other side. There we go, yeah.
Right.
Check that.
Oh,
that's
look,
lovely.
It's a double whammy. That's really amazing. Although I think that the marble is probably my more favourite find.
I'm going to say the same. As much as that piece of pottery with the red design, there's a wee bit of lavender and glass there Nicole's found. It's quite an interesting shape as well.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a sort of bonfire or something.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's it's recently broken, so it has a very shiny edge there. Oh,
I'm thinking it's a sweetie jar. Anyway,
away from the
grab
marble.
that marble and that wee bit of pottery, and what I'll do is I'm going to let you get back off to what you were doing. It looks like a marble dance to me.
It is. Oh, that's stunning. Have you held it up against the light?
I haven't yet. No, let's do that. Let's just
see if you can see through it. I mean, it's not the most sunny day today.
No, it looks like a wee black star.
That is so amazing. That is so cool. Oh, can I keep it?
Well, yeah, of course you can. That's what we're collecting them for.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to your midden. Nicole's middens are here, and I'm going to keep making my way up the beach in this direction, looking through these little heaps, and I shall catch back up with you very shortly.
Good,
and I shall share my spoils. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a shout if I see another marble as well.
Okay.
Now, at some point today as well, I want to get down there. The tide's going out just now. It's quite nice. It's a nice noise, beautiful sound of the waves breaking on the shore. But for the minute, I'm going to continue having a wee look along here. It's quite good actually, because the sun is coming out and illuminating little finds like this. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like there's a little crease or lip on it there. I'll grab it for the minute. We'll take a closer look at that a little later. I've just seen something very strange, which might entertain brick collectors who watch the channel, if we have any brick collectors. That is the weirdest thing. What I think has happened there, I'll kick this over so we can look at it. Right, so that's one side of the brick there. Kick that over, and I think what we have is a brick, obviously. I think we then have cement, and I suspect that is the part of the brick that went on top of this one. Although there's quite a distance between here. That would have been a lot of cement. Okay, brick experts, what is that? How did this take that shape? If you know, let us know in the comments. Now, we're not taking bricks. Bricks do good things on the beach. They break down and they become glorious sand. So, shan't be taking them away. Now, I seem to have lost my wee heaps. Is that blue? It looks like it's a kind of baby blue. There's a couple of things here actually. Now, I'm going to whip off my glove. Excuse the shaky camera whilst I do that. Wee bit of, I guess it's seafoam. It's got a nice blue tint to it, but it's not really strongly coloured blue. But there's that. It's a really nice wee bit of glass there. Now this, before we get to that, looks like it might have been part of a, I don't know, could it have been part of a bottleneck? It's got a curve on it. Not even sure if you can see that curve. Anyway, this, that's really lovely. Really beautifully frosted, so smooth. It's got a curve in there, and I'm not sure if this would have been a bottleneck or maybe a very, very slim bottle. Not too sure at all. Anyway, I'm going to pocket these pieces and keep looking through these little heaps. It's really lovely when the sun comes out. It tends to illuminate the glass. Oh, this is not illuminated, but it's quite a cool wee find. I like to find these things. I think these are the carbon centres from batteries. They normally have some kind of markings on them. I'll see if I can see that here. This one, if there were markings on that, they're all eroded. Now, I think what differentiates these from styluses, these things that you use for writing on the old slates, is that the styluses would have come to a slight point. Of course it could be broken, but I reckon that is a carbon rod from a battery. Now, just in front of that, there's something that we don't find very often here, and that's that wee agate. Look at that. That's really lovely. I think these shine beautifully in the sunshine as well. And we're lucky, we've got a wee tiny bit of sunlight just now, and that's really illuminating that and making it nice and orangey and lovely. Now, I'm going to leave that, or in fact, tell you what, I'll take it along just now and I'll let Nicole see it, and we shall decide whether or not we are going to take it. For the minute though, think I'm going to have a wee look over here. Am I going to have a look in this one? Yeah, why not? Why not? Just have a wee peek. Just as well. Look at that. Oh, okay, that's nicer. A wee piece of transfer wire pottery there. Really beautiful wee bit. There's that. Really nicely bit of frosted sea glass. Another wee bit of frosted sea glass. And just up here, another wee bit of blue pottery. Not anywhere near as nice as that though. But I shall have to swoop them all up before moving along. I find it difficult today. It's absolutely freezing, and what that means for me is that my eyes and my nose start to stream. It's not a pretty sight, folks. Anyway, my eyes are the main problem. The more tears that build up in my eyes, the harder it is to spot cool beach treasures. So moving quite quickly from heap to heap, but really wishing that sun would come out and give us half a chance to see what's in here. As I say, I mean, the minute the sunlight hits these areas, it just illuminates the glass that's in them. I've got a couple of wee friends over here just now. You see the crows? Sadly, I don't have anything to give them. Normally I like to feed them a wee bit of bacon when I see them. That's if I have a wee sandwich or so. But today, no. I have no bacon, and I'm afraid the crows will have to go wanting until until next time. Oh, I tell you what, I talk a lot of rubbish, didn't I? Kind of haver. Right, now. So I've caught up with Nicole, and we'll take a look at what I've found in a wee bit. What I wanted to do really was hopefully get over on the other side of the stones there. How'd you fancy that? We'll have a quick look over there, and then if we've got a wee bit of time, well, we've got oodles of time, right, because the tide's just gone out. But before we freeze to death, I think we can have another wee look around here, and then maybe get back off to the car. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because the water is really, really low, so we can maybe have a look over there if it's not too muddy.
Okay.
And have a quick look around here, and then I can show you what I've found. Okay,
dokes. Now on the way, we would be remiss if we didn't kind of have a wee look around here. Now I can see a couple of things actually. There's a piece of glass over in that direction, but it's not particularly nice, and the reason that I've paused here is because of that.
Ooh.
And that's a really lovely piece of seafoam. What do you reckon?
It's very nice, yeah. It's really, really nicely frosted. It looks super smooth. Let's
Maybe
turn it
that
around.
around. It's quite thick. I'm not sure if it's thick enough to be a cod ball. I've actually just seen something, you know, off to the right. But what we'll do is we'll take a wee look at this first. I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. Well, let's grab that. We'll have a look at the light through that, and then what we'll do is we'll say, "Can you see it?"
I cannot see it. No.
Yeah, and I'm going to zoom in on it.
Oh, that's a lovely piece of privacy glass.
Yeah, it's nice,
It's
isn't
that
it?
really nice sunray pattern. I absolutely love this. Yeah, we should hold that against the light, because that, I'll put it there. I don't know if you can see it there. Probably not, but I'll hold it up against the light, and then we can see that beautiful pattern.
Okay, we shall do that in just a moment when we take a look at our post photos of the day. But that's not going to happen for just a wee minute or so. For now though, I think what we're going to try and do is go over beyond these rocks. But before we do, I've just seen another one of your favourite finds.
Oh, you've got eagle eyes today.
I've got good eyes today. I don't know what it is. You know, I was just complaining about the cold making them stream, and then maybe it's because they're streaming. It's bringing things like this into focus. Now, is there no? Is there?
No, I think it's
don't
quite worn
think
away,
so.
but it's otherwise the beautiful, beautiful swing top stopper. It's in really nice condition. It's just missing that wee rubber band, which has probably eroded over the last 80 years or so in the sea.
Well, that's the thing, you know. I mean, you can't have a perfect thing if it's been in the sea for 100 years or so. Swoop! We shall have that.
Wow.
Now, are we going to be lucky enough to find anything else before we go over these stones? I think, you know, we're going to probably have to head up that way a little bit to go over these stones, but I'm tempted to stay here because there's lots of little stones, and usually in the little stones it's where we find things. This is like, Nicole's just called this Marble City. I think that's optimistic. No, she didn't call it Marble City, but there's a hope that we could find a marble in here. But what we have found in lieu of a marble is a rather interesting piece of seafoam glass.
I think there's some writing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what it would have said, maybe. It looks like it has a C and an E still on there. So it could have said sauce.
Oh yeah, okay. I see where you're going with that. You think that's a bit of a HP sauce or brown sauce or?
It might be, but it's an unusual colour for sauce bottles. I mean, when we find them at the bottle, sometimes they are just clear or relatively light. But that one is a beautiful teal colour.
It's a really nice dark teal colour. Oh, Now, this is only going to be the second time I say this today, but I'm going to say it anyway. Bottom!
Yeah.
Nicole just pointed this out, and I'm sure she pointed it out just so that I could make a fool of myself saying bottom.
Yeah, I'll put this here. Neck.
Top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Anyway, enough of that silliness.
I think we're going to leave those behind and maybe make our way towards that wee muddy area.
Yeah, let's get over there. We'll take 5 minutes to have a look around, and then we'll come back here, and as we make our way off towards the car, we can do our last search before. And this, I'm talking about best finds this earlier and earlier and earlier in these films. So, but that's what we're going to do. We'll go over there, have a look, come back here, have another wee deek, and then we'll take a look at our best finds of the day. But Nicole wants to show me what this looks like with the sun shining to it. So let's see if I can find the sun.
Yeah. Look, that's really beautiful, and I think it might actually become a pendant. What do you think? It's really nice size as well.
I would say that that's entirely up to you. There's an interesting piece of glass just down here. Again, it's kind of sea foamy coloured, but it's really chunky. I suspect it's been a bottom, but I'm not sure what off. It looks like it might have been even like a Coca-Cola bottle or something like that, like an early one. Like I have one from Vanuatu from the war times, and they are this thick. They're really, really thick pieces of glass. So my guess, maybe what I found there is another piece of cola bottle, but I don't know for sure. Who can tell? That's interesting. Now I wonder if this piece of wood is a fixture here, or if it moves. Now it seems very, very stable. I mean, it's locked in there with lots of stones and stuff just now, but I wonder if it was part of an old infrastructure. Nicole pointed out earlier when we first got down here, I hope you can see them, there's a row of wooden posts, and we don't normally see those wooden posts. They're normally covered up either by sand and debris, or more often than not water, but today they're clear for all to see. I think in general this area has not delivered the kind of quality items we're looking for. What is that? I was just saying, I don't think we're getting the kind of quality items here that we're getting on the other side, and we should probably get ourselves back over to the other side of the stones. Nicole's finding stuff though. And then I looked down to the ground and I saw something that I've never seen before. Now it's pretty obvious when we point the camera out. Can you see what I'm talking about?
Oh, what is that?
That's just, what is it?
It's like a big metally object.
It's a metally object, that's
Yeah.
right. I don't know what it is. One thing I will say though is there's a kind of tip on one end of it. I don't know if that's a container. Maybe it's somebody's mad big hairspray can or something like that.
I don't know.
From the 80s, back in the goth days when we used to try and backcomb our hair and that, and everybody wanted to look like Robert Smith.
Do you know, I think maybe let's not touch it, because I have read that sometimes you find like unexploded bombs or something. I don't know what they look like, but they are. I know they are sort of metally. So I think.
I don't think it's a bomb. I think that's a wee bit catastrophizing, maybe. But I don't know what it is, and it could contain something that is not entirely good news. Maybe we should take a photo of that then, and send that off to the council, and maybe the council will come along and remove it if it is in fact anything slightly or remotely hazardous. Now this could be a hazardous object. Did we find a have we found a World War II bomb? No, that's a different channel. Could we turn into Spider-Man if we opened this up? Maybe. I don't know. We're not going to ponder that anymore. Do you think we'll take this wee piece, or do you think we shall get ourselves back over to the other side of these stones? What do you reckon?
I think we're probably going to get ourselves over to the other side. I'm going to move this away and put my find there, because it's bigger.
Next to the unexploded bomb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because it's bigger.
What's that?
I think it might be maybe an ashtray.
Do you know, it could be part of an old headlight.
Oh, you think?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
does
I'm just
actually.
covering it up with my hand.
Yeah.
Not helping anybody see it. I don't know.
It did actually remind me of some sort of lens, but they're usually red. And imagine if that had been red.
That would have been cool. Really nice bit of chunky red glass. However, it is clear glass, as we can see. Do you want to maybe grab that, or are we going to leave that?
I think we're definitely going to leave that. I found a couple of shells, but I think I'm also going to leave those.
Okay. Can you see it? It's right in front of the camera, and it's really big as well. I don't think we can use it. I'm going to take it because it's one of Nicole's favourite things again. Normally we find these in a better state of repair than this. It's that. It's milk glass, and it looks to me like it's a bit of an old Pond's face cream jar. Like I say, we never find these in one piece here at the beach. They're always smashed up like this. But nonetheless, it's quite a cool find. You know, it's been ages since we've been out at the bottle dump. We might have to take a wee trip out there before too long. Stuff everywhere here. This must have been part of a bowl. You can see that rim there. That's the wee giveaway sign from that one, I think. But it's of no interest to me, so I shall move along and keep searching among the stones here. Oh! Oh! Now I'll tell you something, if it's what I think it is, Nicole just said star find, and if it's what I think it is, it's been a while. It really has been a wee while since we've found a proper star find. Now let me see. Can we see?
Observe.
Oh, can you see it? Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Look at that.
It really has been a long while since we found one of these before.
Find of the day! Let's take that out and give it the reverence it is due. Oh, it's stuck. Come on now, Starfind, you've got to come out. What is it?
It's a Titleist.
Titleist. Yeah, I'm sure I made a complete mess of saying that once.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hold that up, put it in the sun where it deserves to be, and we shall celebrate. Find of the day! I'll tell you something, that is so cool. It's been such a long time since we've had such good fortune to find something as magnificent as a Titleist golf ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is the star find. This is much better than that puny wee marble you found.
Got to be happy with that. Right, let's get ourselves over these stones and we'll see if we can find another golf ball.
Take a look at our best finds of the day.
Well, there they are in all their glory.
Yeah.
You've seen most of them before. There's a couple of things I haven't seen before. There's obviously the blue marble, which I think is, other than this, this is probably our best find of the day. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it certainly is my favourite find of the day. That lovely marble. And we found a couple of other bits. I mean, you found that swing top stopper. That really lovely piece of blue pottery there. I found a couple of pieces of pottery as well, a bit funny pieces. This one here that has a tiny flower on it, you might not be able to see it. Then we found that nice piece of privacy glass. I found an old knife handle, vape, and I found this, and I actually quite like it because I think it says Wilson bookmaker, so that might have been like a defunct old bookmakers.
Yeah, it's an old betting shop pen.
Yeah.
So you go into the betting shop, and betting shops, you know, they want you to spend your money, so they make sure there's plenty pens for you to put on your bet.
Yeah.
They provide free pens, one of the few places in the world where you can get a free pen is a betting shop. Right, so we've got swing top stopper and we've got a wee yellow bead there. We found that, I think, up on the paper, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm not even sure it's a bead. It's certainly something to do with the fishing industry. It might just be a little round thing without a hole in it. But it'll go in one of our art projects with plastic. So yeah, definitely a really amazing day. And that marble, just look at it. Oh, and the sun's just illuminating it. Just perfect, isn't it?
It really is. It's beautiful, and it's been a beautiful day as well. So I think we've done really well. We've got some really cool finds there. We've even got a big bit of milk glass there as well. But all in then, I think we've done superbly well. We should maybe start gathering that up and making our way back to the car.
Fantastic day, and we found much more than we had expected. I didn't think that Craig would find an amazing marble, but I also didn't think I would find a star find today. Now let me know what your favourite finds were in the comments. Now it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel on Etsy and to your KoFi donations. That makes a massive difference and it keeps the lights